humans, I'm Yoshiller, and welcome back to some more Animal Crossing New Horizons. I am doing a multiplayer video today, and it is admittedly a relatively last-minute multiplayer video. I always try to get all sorts of different guests, and I can't always get it to work out because a lot of us just randomly remembered that today was Valentine's Day, so it was a little difficult to get a guest, but so as to keep up with my promise of trying to record a multiplayer video at least every 10 days, and today is day 311, I have been scouring around for guests, and fortunately, Pikanjo has made himself available, and Pikanjo is here with me right now. So Pikanjo, would you like to say hello to my wonderful audience?
Hi, audience.
Alright, that works. So, over the course of these past few days, I've been trying to knock out a fair share of quotas so as to try and better be prepared for the accomplishment of several Nook Miles achievements by the time this series comes to a close. For you see, Pikanjo, I'm planning to end this series around day 365, give or take 5 or 6 extra days, and we are on day 311 right now, which means I've only got about 50 or 60 more days to try and knock out these Nook Miles achievements. And the Nook Miles achievements in particular that I've been trying to knock out have consisted of me catching 5,000 total fish, 5,000 total bugs, and 2,500 deep sea creatures. So every day I've been catching 50 fish, 40 bugs, and 20 deep sea creatures. And today, because it's a multiplayer video, Pikanjo is gonna basically just come over and kind of just keep me company while I do this, and I'm more than willing to help Pikanjo with whatever he wants to accomplish. I don't know if he's trying to knock up the Nook Miles achievements like I am, but if he is, I am willing to assist him. So Pikanjo, I will open my gates in just a moment, but otherwise, how are you doing, my good man?
Oh, good. I haven't played in a little bit. It was Valentine's Day. I wanted to see what was going on.
Yeah, I got so many letters.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a lot too. It wasn't just me.
Alright, I'm gonna read Wendy's and Isabel's, because Isabel never sends me anything. So I totes ordered way too many flower thingies, because, you know, the more is better, and I guess sometimes it is, but not right now. Alright, thanks, Wendy, I'll take that, and then I gotta throw away your letter so as to save space because my inbox is full. But Isabel, do you know how much we all appreciate you? Having you around really makes this island special. That's why I picked out this lovely heart-shaped rose bouquet just for you. I hope you like it. I'm always here if you need me. Aw, Isabel. I gotta favorite your letter. Alright, I'll open one more for good luck then. Wendy again. Happy Valentine's Day. Thanks for being the very bestie. These are the most special chocolates of all time, and they're just for you. Wendy got me the best chocolates of all time. Thanks for the letter. Gotta throw away the letter to save space.
Yeah, throw away the letter.
Alright, I'll read the rest of those tomorrow. Ooh, okay, so she sent me flowers. And Isabel sent me heart-shaped bouquet, and then Wendy again sent me chocolate heart. Aww. Okay, well, I'll head to the airport in a moment.
Oh, I just talked to Keaton here, and he wants to move out.
Oh, Keaton. Which one's Keaton?
Oh, he's an eagle.
Wait a minute, Pikanjo. He really wants to move out, huh?
Yeah.
I just had a villager leave, and I have a vacant slot here. Do you want me to take Keaton?
Will that work just because he isn't actually in boxes?
Darn it, I don't know anymore then.
I have no idea.
Frick. I'd have taken him. I mean, no villager moved in today. Is there a chance that a villager will move in tomorrow?
It'll be random otherwise if you go Nook Miles hunting. Let's see. How do we make this work? Is Stu gone? Like he's not there anymore?
There is no house for Stu now. It is a vacant lot. So, I mean, if no villager shows up tomorrow, I'll come and take Keaton.
Okay.
Well, that settles that. But that's only
I could just push it ahead I could push it ahead one day, and you could come get him.
Yeah, that's only if nobody takes that slot by tomorrow. If someone does, I'll let you know, and I'll say, oops, sorry.
I think it just automatically does get taken the next day. I think it's random.
Oi.
Like what's in the queue of who you visit. It'd be interesting, though.
Well, I went on 1 or 2 Nook Miles tours yesterday, and I didn't really like the villagers that I saw, so I left them there. So I don't really know who's
I
gonna
left
move
them
in.
there.
Yeah, I didn't want Stu to leave. The whole reason Stu even left was because I was trying to play the game in Japanese for the past few days, and I spoke to him, and I mistakenly told him, yeah, he can leave, and I didn't even know that's what I selected until a day or two later, where I just saw a vacant lot there, and I was like, what? I didn't even get to say goodbye. I didn't know what I hit. Oh. Anyway, I'm gonna write down some numbers for the amount of bugs, fish, and deep sea creatures I have to reach today,
Okay.
and then I will open the gates.
Okay.
So,
I don't know where I am on bugs and fish right now.
it's fine. I have to get to
I know it's a lot.
I have to get to 3,070 fish by the end of the day if I am to catch 50 fish today, and then I have to get to. I just caught 2 bugs, so I have to get 40 more bugs. I have to get to 3,265. You know what? I'm gonna put 3,270. 3,270. We'll see if that's possible because no bugs are spawning during these winter months. And then deep sea creatures, I have to get to 1,390. So I can do that. As long as you're keeping me company, I can get distracted and get lost in the hunting. Okay. So, let me catch the 5 wasps that are guaranteed to spawn on my island since they won't appear when you're here. And then I'll
Is
find...
it 5 a day?
It's been 5 a day.
Because I guess I didn't realize how many there were. I thought it was random, like every time you could have a lot more, maybe.
Well, if it's been more, I've never noticed. It's always been 5 for me because it's a guaranteed 5 as long as you have, well, 5 trees.
Right.
Anyway, I'm gonna catch them right now. So, Pikanjo, you been up to anything else as of late? You said you kind of dipped out of Animal Crossing for a little bit.
I don't know why. I mean, I was doing a lot, and then I guess I kind of hit a wall, and so I've been playing about a week though, and I wanted to continue to play more, but it's just I was doing other things. It's just needed a little break.
I feel that's most players who've played the game up to this point because we're technically almost a year into the game's
Right.
launch. So having played daily for that long is a big ask. Because I'm doing videos, that's what's been making me stay along, but I can totally understand people getting burnt out.
And there were a lot of people already having burnout, I think, by the summer because they were working so hard on their islands, and I'm just like, I'm not sure what I'm doing. Let's just see what I can do here.
For sure, and the updates have been a bit scarce. The only update we have is Festival happening tomorrow. But other than that, the only thing we have to look forward to is the Mario stuff, and we don't even know what that is. We don't know if that's just items.
Yeah, when does that happen?
It happens in March at some point.
It makes sense around Mario Day, maybe.
I think that's their plan. They probably wanted to do it in September, but due to the pandemic, they had to delay it. So they're like, what's the next Mario-themed day we can do? Oh, March 10th? Okay.
March 10th.
Mario Day.
I think a while back we are trying to figure out, like, what would Luigi Day be?
Well, Luigi had a year, but if you want to talk about a specific day... What number looks most like an L? A 7, right? So it would have to be July... Oh, but there's not really a number that resembles a U, is there?
I was trying to do it backwards, but yeah, I can make that look better. But yeah.
Something, number that looks like a U, and then a 1, and then a GI, so it would be 6-1.
Gee.
Oh yeah, that's what I figure.
All right, I know. See, the thing is, I probably already figured this out, but I don't even remember now, and that was such a long time ago.
It'd have to be like July 1st. That's the closest I can get, but it would look like Luigi instead of Luigi.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you really have to cheat to make it work.
Yeah. Alright, I'm moving some flowers around because I realize as of today I've got too many flowers. So if you need a flower, you can take one by all means.
Well, maybe. I was going to bring you something as a gift, kind of unique.
Oh, well then I gotta get a gift ready for you, sir. Hang on one
Oh.
more moment.
I stumbled across an interesting find a little while back. Like, well, I don't need this. I'll give it to somebody. I guess that's going to be you.
Well, I definitely appreciate it. I just don't know what I could give you that would be as valuable as what you might be giving me, but I'll try my darndest.
Yeah, it's almost. It's probably a priceless item. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, I'm gonna use the drop-off box. Hang on.
What was the last villager you invited to your island that came from your... If you ever invited one from your campsite?
I don't know that I have invited one from my campsite, to be honest. I think they always
I
either
mean, it
came
might be
from
one
Nook
of the very
Miles tours
beginning.
or they just randomly moved in.
Okay. Any from other islands you knew they came from?
Well, Pietro comes from Emma's island. That's the only time I've taken an
Okay.
island or a villager from a friend's island. So I'm not certain who the last one on my island was naturally. Prior to Pietro, it was Brofina. I think she just randomly moved. Or no, it was Boris. Boris randomly moved in when Humphrey moved out.
Oh, Boris.
Yeah, I don't have much attachment to him.
Talking to all my villagers, said like, it's been 1 week. Where you been? Also, I don't know when snowmen stop.
The snowman will stop when the snow stops, and I think that's at the end of this month.
Oh boy. Hey, that's probably an achievement I'm not gonna make. So I think it counts the perfect snowman, not just any snowman.
Yeah, it's only
Or
the
snow boy.
perfect snowman. Do you know how many more do you need?
Oh, let's take a look.
Probably got about 10 more days to do it.
I don't know what the max is for him too.
20, I want to say.
I thought snowmen are pretty far down, but I'm not seeing it.
Would you like for me to help you look for the achievement?
Yeah, if you know where it is, I'm just surprised I can't spot it myself. Oh, there it is, Snow Maestro. So just above the icons where you make the town tune and the
Oh,
flag. And I haven't made a flag yet for my island.
it took me a while to do that
Terrible.
one. I did that, I think, at the halfway point of the series.
I was thinking about doing that. I just need to. I think I was going to play around to see what happens.
Well, I can't even find the ones where you make the tune for your town. Hang on. Now I'm looking for those. There it is. Okay, so it's Snow Maestro. Yeah, it is 20.
No, I'm only at 8.
Oh, you'd have to get them perfect every single day going forward. Do you want to try making
No,
one
right?
today
Yeah,
now?
they're the perfect ones. I've done fine with the large ones. I think they're more successful with the smaller, perfect snow boys.
Okay.
I don't know, I mean, I know how to. It's just sometimes it doesn't work.
Understood. I know that pain, and I basically lucked out. Well,
Yeah, I'm sure I'm missing some of the DIYs.
I'm gonna get the gate open now.
Okay.
Here we go. I am at airport. Hey man, I need someone to come over and keep me company for Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day.
I want visitors. Online play. Gotta make sure I get that Nintendo Switch Online subscription and put it to good use. So as long as I use it every 10 days in Animal Crossing, and pretty much every day in Super Smash Bros., and now pretty much every day in Super Mario 3D World, and in the past pretty much every day in Splatoon 2 and Pokemon, and going forward probably every day in Monster Hunter Rise, I think I'm getting my money's worth.
I know I am.
Alright, gates open, sir.
I'm running.
Oh yeah, and that one day in Kirby Fighters 2. I used it.
Anyways, oh, there's the snowballs. Okay, I was trying to find them. Like, where are they? I was trying to tell if they still spawned.
They will spawn every day, but if I go over to your island right now, they will not appear.
They'll disappear, yeah. I think that was happening too. I was really only opening like that's how I was playing lately. Is opening up for some people to come over. Like I had somebody who needed some flowers who came over.
Mm.
And somebody and Red was here, so had that.
That's another thing I gotta do.
And
I
then,
gotta get all
and
the
then a
paintings.
week has gone by.
Ooh.
So I do try to make sure well, kind of like you, I try to play like an hour a day.
Mm.
That way, that if I don't fall behind, I just miss it.
Well, I assume you've knocked out the Nook Miles achievement for playing the game for 300 days.
I think so. I was like, only recently too. I think it was back in January.
Yeah, I did it like, well, I guess 11 days ago, huh? Although one or two of my days didn't count because I played at midnight, which is a new day in our time, but not a new day in Animal Crossing time.
Win
Lynette. Hey, will ants still spawn when a friend comes over?
What will spawn?
Ants.
Ooh,
The bug of an
I don't
ant.
know. Were you trying to get my ants and I interrupted?
Oh, I was about to. It's not a big deal if they disappear.
Well, I thought so, but can't confirm. What's I doing lately? I've been, I don't know, doing a bit more shiny hunting with Pokemon myself.
Ooh, what's your most recent shiny Pokemon?
Oh, I did it in Let's Go Pikachu yesterday.
Ooh, what'd you get?
I got a shiny Venonat and a shiny Squirtle.
Ooh, that's hype.
Yeah, I got that video. I'll probably be doing that after this, getting it uploaded.
Fair enough.
It was it did with some friends, which is the fun way to do it. We were all looking for a specific starter.
Oh, and you were stuck with Squirtle.
And it was very successful.
Very cool. Yeah, I recall in that game, the 3 starters, Squirtle's the hardest one to get. Is that correct?
Squirtle's what?
Of the 3 starters to catch in Let's Go, Squirtle's the hardest one to find. Because Bulbasaur is in Viridian Forest, Charmander is on that route in front of Mount Moon, and then Squirtle, you get in the water, but there's always so many water Pokemon, right?
Oh, it's actually that patch of grass left of Bill's house is where I went.
Oh, Squirtle spawns there?
I'm not sure if he's in the water. He could be.
Well, maybe that's what I thought it was. Alright, well, hey, that's...
I was told they spawn in one spot, but yeah. Just looking at the bears.
Yep.
Hey!
Hey! So,
Hey!
I have been looking for manila clams to craft fish bait. If you see any, let me know. Or you can take them for yourself.
Okay.
That's fine too. But I'm crafting fish bait because it makes the fishing quota for the day a whole lot easier.
Also raining. Oh, there's one.
Hang on, I'm coming. Oh, there is also a quick gift I want to give you. It ain't much, but it's what I got.
It ain't much.
You can have this.
Oh, okay. And you can have this.
Ooh.
What do we got here?
Audie's photo. You sure you want to give me the photo?
That's my second one.
I can give you a photo.
I don't mind giving it to you.
Okay.
I that's what I thought was like, really? You give more than one? I just kept giving them gifts, and they like, here, you have another one. Like, I have 2.
I'm flabbergasted. Thank you. I'm honored. I know how frustrating it can be to get some of those. So if you really want me to have it, I will hang it up right now.
Sure. You can customize it too, the pictures.
Ooh, I can do that, can't I? Perhaps I shall do that to indicate that this is a villager that was not.
That was not here.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Hi, Bangle. I think we share a birthday.
Good birthday to share. Yeah, I was afraid I almost made her leave. But then everyone said, oh, no, you didn't make her leave. She's just going to call you Oni-chan from now on. And I was like, really?
That's weird.
All right, that's fine. And then I wound up making Stu leave by accident. And I was like, frick! No!
I can't read this post from February 8th. It's in Japanese.
Wait, where is it?
Uh, the bulletin board.
Oh! Let me see.
I know you're playing Japanese, but I was expecting this because mine today said festivals tomorrow, and like, oh, I don't even see one that says that's tomorrow for you, unless that's what that February 8th one says.
I think it is the February 8th one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because it says because it has the date February 15th on there. It says ni no oshirase February 15th wa ka.
Oh,
Yeah. Although it doesn't say, I don't know if that says festival. Maybe that's just what it's called in Japanese. But I thought because it's a name, it would just be written out as the word festival. In that.
I wasn't sure if it would actually have a date too, is that I could read, not Japanese.
Yeah, but it's from Isabel because her Japanese name is Shizue, and that's the name on the
Oh.
bottom right. So that's got to be the festival notice.
I didn't realize that was Isabella who posted that one.
Yeah, I mean, I just know her Japanese name is Shizue because of Super Smash Brothers. Not Shizui, but Shizue.
Shizue.
Because she's a Shih Tzu, so it makes sense. All right. Well, hey, I am still looking for fish bait, or trying to make.
No, right? Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh wait, I said I'd go put your photo up, and let me customize it real quickly, and then I will put the photo
okay,
up.
go customize it.
That's what I was doing, and then you said there's a Japanese post, and I laughed, and I had to see it for myself.
Well, that's what. Yeah, and then you quickly did that.
Yeah. So we're good now. We're all caught up.
Oh, there's a craft up fish bait I find.
Oh well, thank you. All right, we'll put it in gold. And it's from Audie of all people too, a new character in Animal Crossing New Hope.
Yeah, a new one.
Yeah.
You don't have a new character, do you?
I do not, but Charles is
There's a
trying
few.
to get her.
Yeah, there's Raymond and Megan
Oh yes, I know Raymond.
and was it Sherb? I think is new.
You know, I just looked this up the other day, and I don't quite remember. I just remember Raymond and Audie because they're the two popular ones.
Well, a friend of mine just got Megan, and now they just got Sherb. It's like, oh, Megan's probably a favorite of Jughead's. Got that little cartoonish mouth.
Ah. Actually, you know what? I should do this. Hang on. Oh, I can't do that while you're here. Okay, no worries. Then her photo will just hang out right there. I should put it like down here, but that's okay. We're good. I'll reorganize this room a little later. All right, cool. Thank you so much.
No problem. Where are you gonna put it?
I just put it in my office.
Oh, cool.
But I already have a wall of villager photos, but it's mostly full. But I guess if I put it on the ground, like close to the ground, it can fit.
Oh.
So we'll make that work. All right.
Yeah, I think that's what my top room is, where I put all the framed pictures I've gotten.
That works. And you're the one who sent me the Audie poster in the past, right? Because I still have that hung up too.
Yeah, I got her. I guess pretty early on, I got her. Our birthdays aren't too far apart either, Audie and I. Audie. I think she's like it'll say on her picture. I don't remember now. I want to say the 29th.
I just hung it up, so I can't check.
Oh well.
Well, is there anything else you want in return? Like you're having a villager move out. Do you want Nook Miles tickets or something?
I think I'm gonna let it fly.
Okay, because I've got 300,000.
I might try to just do one, but we'll find out. We'll see. I have to wait till the day after festival to go look at anyways.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you want Nook Miles tickets, just let me know, because that's like the only thing I can offer people these days. Because everyone else already has everything else.
Is there an achievement for getting a lot of those, or?
Well, not specifically for having a lot of Nook Miles, but there was an achievement for knocking out a lot of Nook Miles achievements. So I just focused on those for a good few weeks until I cleared, I think, 3,000 daily Nook Miles achievements.
Yeah, I don't know. I do maybe at most a dozen a day. That's maybe. It just depends.
Oh, it took a while. I had to do like 40 or 50 a day.
Yeah, you have to do a lot, and I'm like, I'll get there. It'd probably take longer than a year. But yeah. Man, look at all these boots on the beach and trash.
Yeah, I'm trying to get flies to make bug catching easier. But the thing with the daily Nook Miles achievements is, obviously, if you try to fulfill them, It'll help you knock out other major Nook Miles achievements too, because they're all based on those types of tasks, like sell fruit and craft items and build snowmen and stuff like that. So it definitely helps. But eventually you hit a point where you have to do a bunch of daily Nook Miles achievements that are not really convenient, like catch 5 bugs or catch 5 fish or sell or spend 10,000 bells or whatever. And I tried to stack it up as best as I could so that, you know, if I had to spend bells, I would hope that the next Nook Miles achievement would be to sell items for bells.
Yeah, knock out the other ones.
Yeah.
Water the flowers.
And so I had one day where I knocked out 5 Nook Miles achievements at the same time, and I made a big deal out of it, even though it was really nothing that special. But all 5 of my daily Nook Miles achievements at one point all required me to sell things. So I was just like, look at this, guys! I'm gonna knock out 5 at the exact same time. This is the dream.
Exact. Wow. I didn't realize you'd have that many
Yeah. So.
together at once with that.
It's the only way you could set it up, because it was sell weed clumps, sell a hot item for a fortune, sell 5,000 bells worth of items, sell fruit, and what was the last one? Sell something else. So, but they all involved selling things, and that's why it was so funny.
There's a
what?
Bottle on the beach by your
Ooh.
water cooler. Okay, here you go.
Thank you. All right, let's see.
I hope it's something new.
I hope so too. Juicy Apple TV? Yeah, that's a new one.
Oh, sweet. You don't know that one?
No, I do not. That's new.
You can customize that to be a different color, too.
Ooh. Because it's a Juicy Apple TV. Well, I need 10 apples for it. I think I've only got 2 apple trees.
Oh.
Oh. I'll take the apples then. Ooh. Hey, have you been watching more Avatar: The Last Airbender? I believe that's
A little bit more.
I believe that's what you and I talked about last time.
No, yeah, I don't know where I am. I'm still in season 1. I'm actually going to watch some more of that tonight. I got kind of stuck doing other things. I was like, man, I'm not getting anywhere done to watch this stuff. I'm trying to be in a open frame of mind too, so I'm not like too tired or busy with something else, just so I can watch it and understand and keep up.
For sure. I understand.
Because this rate almost like every week is how much I've watched of it. Unless there was like some marathons they show like 2 or 3 in a row. Which they probably did.
Back in the day, the only time they showed like 2 or 3 in a row, it was usually a weekly series. But I think if there was like a 2-part episode,
Yeah.
where it specifically said part 1, part 2, they aired them both on the same day.
Yeah, there was that. Forget the.
Where they learned about the eclipse or whatever.
Yeah, that was. Yeah,
It's
like
randomly a 2-part episode. But there are 1 or 2 other 2-parters later on, like the season
they could have
finale.
been separate, but they were connected, sort of. mostly. I mean, they were. It was just.
But like you'll see the season finale and you're like, oh yeah, well there's a reason that's a 2-parter.
Right. I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know if I talked about it last time, but finding out how the Fire Nation attacked was nuts to me.
Oh yeah, it's a cool show.
I did not. That's like that was amazing to me. I wouldn't even thought of that.
Yeah, I haven't really. I'm kind of a hypocrite. I haven't really caught up on too many shows. Over the course of the pandemic, I've watched Breaking Bad and The Good Place. But aside from those, I haven't watched much, I'm afraid.
The ones I watched recently is WandaVision.
Yeah, I wanted to watch WandaVision too, but I don't have
on
Disney
the most
Plus.
recent one.
I hear it's pretty great if you're a fan of the MCU, and I am a fan of the MCU.
Yeah, I am. I was hearing some people weren't happy at the beginning just because it was more of a slice of life sort of thing as opposed to like the action. And I'm like, don't they know Marvel plays the long game on these things?
Literally, the movie was called Avengers Endgame. Like, don't you know you gotta build up to one hype Endgame?
I mean, yeah, ever since that, especially that movie. I've seen some movies try so hard to want to do an ending like that. It's like you really need to work for it first.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it had what, 11 years, 22 movies to do it.
Yeah, not all of them were, you know, super well received. They were all financially successful, which is crazy.
Yeah, I think there's only maybe one or two that aren't, to me, that aren't really that great here. I got some bait for you.
Ooh, more bait. Thank you, sir.
There's 8 more.
I appreciate it. Is there anything you want? I feel bad. I didn't mean to make you my
I don't
my
know what it
worker
was.
today.
I always mentioned. Let's see. Let me look at Celeste's items. I'm not sure if I've gotten the recent star very much. Let's see. I can't remember what it is.
I've got some star fragments if you need them.
Yeah, I'm trying to I don't know which one we're in right now. The Sagittarius was.
Oh, okay. Well, I am missing a bunch of the.
I haven't made
the.
Oh, Capricorn fragment. That's the red one. I only have like one of them, and I need 2 to make this Capricorn ornament.
Let me see if I've got a spare. I might not.
Yeah,
I don't know that I have many of the month ones, but I will check.
I haven't actually had a lot of stars. I've been doing fairly well up until recently. Like, man, I'm not seeing Celeste. Friends aren't really seeing Celeste either.
Yeah, Jughead saw Celeste recently, but he told me at 10 or 11 at night, and I had to say, sorry, man, I recorded like 5 hours ago.
It is always a little late, and it doesn't usually work for me, unfortunately.
Yeah, and she hasn't shown
Some
up.
days they do, but...
She hasn't shown up on my island in a while either. Oh, well.
Yeah. So what time is it?
All right, so
That's all. Not quite 5 here.
so you want Capricorn?
Yeah, it's like a red star fragment, I think.
Yeah, I'm just going
There might be more than one red. Oh, okay.
Oh, I do have 2.
Yeah, like
I do have 2. If you would like those.
have you made it? I want to take one if you need one to make the ornament yourself.
Let me see what it takes. What's it called?
Capricorn ornament. I was just looking for Celeste stuff. That's how I found it.
Fair enough.
Which is pretty much just scroll down until I see what I'm looking for.
Oh, I've not made one before.
All right.
What if I
That's
make
fine.
the ornament and then give it to you?
Oh, that works.
Okay. that way it checks off for me, and you have it. Yeah. Okay, so give me one moment, because I'm not a Capricorn, so what do I care?
Oh.
I'm a
Oh, me neither.
I mean, I'm a Libra.
Virgo.
Oh, and I do have 10 apples now. Awesome.
Sweet.
Okay, let me craft some things real quickly.
Are crafting part of your Nook Miles achievements?
I mean, they are. But...
If they haven't already? I mean...
yeah, I have not knocked out that achievement yet for crafting 3,000 items. That's another thing I gotta do. Okay, hang on. Let me... So, we need...
I'll see what the Nook Shop's got today.
So, I think I have 2 gold nuggets. That'd be the only thing I'm missing, and then I'll get some star fragments out.
Yeah, I kind of just steadily get nuggets. Not too many. 1 or 2, maybe a week. Just from hitting my own rocks.
I have at least 1 because I just put 1 in the other day. It's just, do I have a second one? If I do, I can craft this. If I don't, sorry, man, I'll craft it a different day. Oh,
That's
I got some. We're good.
You got some.
All right, let's craft some stuff.
Denim cutoffs.
There it is. All right, I will give this to you. I will come outside in a moment and drop it off in front of the shop. And then I want to make a juicy Apple TV. So let me make that real quickly.
Let's see.
Gotta go so far up.
Oh, what color is this? Yeah, festival drum. Do you have this blue and white feathered festival drum?
I mean, you can buy it anyway, even if I don't. Doesn't bother me.
I always just give it to you, have in your part of your catalog here.
Oh, okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, apparently mine are all green colored.
Green.
I don't know if that's based off the airport or something, because my airport is also green.
Ah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of random.
Storage.
I should have brought my pear. Wait, no. We both. Wait, do you have pears?
Yes,
That's
I
your
do.
native.
Pear's
I always forget that.
pear is my native fruit. I know it sucks, but
Yeah, me too. Like, oh, because sometimes I think about like, oh yeah, I could just sell them, but oh wait. I really wish they would just bring back the perfect fruit. I would love that. Give it kind of nice shimmer to some of these trees.
What's a perfect fruit?
Something in New Leaf they had.
Hmm.
Your native fruit randomly had a chance to have one perfect fruit, and it was like kind of a crystal looking variant of the fruit. So I had apples in my last one, so perfect apples are pretty fun to have.
Perfect apple sounds hype.
Oh yes,
Oh,
they're quite delicious. There's something fun to. Let's see, where is it?
bell's going off. By the way.
That's...
It's just struck 5 p.m. And thank you.
Oh, I forgot they have these other ones here.
There you are.
That works with the hat. A hop, a hop, a hop.
I have one. Oh yeah, confetti. Oh yeah, you know what? Let me take a thumbnail photo. What am I doing? Let's see if Mac wants to join in. Perfect. All right, thank you.
or just hop in front, sure.
That'll do. Yeah, I haven't been taking thumbnail photos as of late because I've just been so busy on fishing and bug catching and deep sea diving that I just forget.
So you just take like a frame of something you're doing?
Yeah, pretty much as of late. That's exactly what I've been doing.
Eh.
Alright, I'm gonna catch this fish up here and then I'm gonna use up the fish bait you gave me. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna work on a thumbnail when I'm done here. I just didn't see these big crabs. They're so big.
Yeah, that's why I put them there. They're all 3 rare crabs, and I was like, I don't want to just sell these. Oh, I'll just stick them on the beach.
Oh no, you broke it.
I got plenty of tree branches. I'll craft another one. It's okay.
Okay, I'm just getting some more bait. Bengal's not the color I thought. I thought Bengals was orange. He's more brown.
Yeah, she be brown.
Oh, she.
Yes. She's one of my favorites.
Favorite.
Yeah. Stu was one of my favorites too, and now he's gone!
Yeah, it's hard to say goodbye. Sometimes I'm just like, no, you're not leaving. Now it's random, but half the time I let him go. It's like, that's all right.
I just keep joking and saying, why couldn't it have been Boris? I wouldn't have been upset if
no,
Boris
right? You're
left.
like, why is Boris still here?
Yeah. It's okay.
It doesn't work off like other logic from previous games. Like, if we don't talk to him for a while, they kind of, it's apparently really random.
I guess I hadn't been talking to a lot of them since I got their photos. I especially wasn't talking to them in Japanese.
Some people talk about, like, do they sound different in Japanese? Didn't even look at that.
They'll sound the same, but the noises they make, I'm sure you can tell, are based on the letters that they're saying aloud. So if they say hello, it'll be like, hello, type of thing, right? So it's the same thing, but they just pronounce the Japanese letters. So it'd be like, konnichiwa!
Konnichiwa! I should just teach one of my villagers konnichiwa, just so I could hear it in English.
So I changed Tybalt's catchphrase as of late, because he asked me to change it in Japanese, so the Japanese keyboard came up. So I just typed the same one letter like 6 times. And now he'll say, me. It's the letter.
I didn't even think about doing the Wait, can you do that?
You totally can, because he totally.
You change your keyboard when you're giving him a catchphrase?
Well, I think I could change mine because of the Japanese keyboard, and on a Japanese keyboard you can still enter English letters. You just have to change it. But I assume you can, even if you do it in English.
I guess. Because I'm thinking, like, when you post something online, it gives you the option to change your keyboard. That's how sometimes I do little symbols on my stuff, but
right. But Animal Crossing has its own keyboard, so I don't know. I think maybe it isn't both ways. Maybe on the Japanese version.
I have to try it. Like, yeah, like I'll have to change the settings to Japanese, and then I'll be able to have the Japanese keyboard.
You just have to be careful.
That's just funny though. If you change it back to English, they keep it.
I mean, I assume so because they were still saying my English catchphrases in Japanese.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Pietro would be like,
Fireball.
Pietro would be like, "Watashi wa," whatever his Japanese name was. Clownaba!
Oh,
And it would be in English.
what's Isabel's Japanese name?
Shizue.
Oh, okay.
And then
I don't.
Stu was like Moshi or something.
Oshi.
I might have that completely wrong. And then the dodos were Rodri, and then like Dory or something like that. I have to check again.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, no problem. I'm just gathering bait.
I appreciate it.
Shovel's probably gonna break at one point. That's okay. I was born or make one. I guess might be a good idea.
I can make you one if need be. I'm carrying hardwood right now.
Yeah, if you get to a point, maybe just make a new shovel. I'm just assuming this one's gonna break.
Alright, I'll make you
I
one.
don't know where I am and its durability.
Once I get to this next batch of fish bait, I will make you another one.
Sweet.
Thank you for your assistance. We can take
No problem.
We can take a deep sea diving break in a moment if you would like. After I make you your
Oh,
shovel.
sure. See, what are my Nook Miles achievements? I got chop a tree, fossil. Oh wait, no. Catch 5 fish is one of them.
Oh, okay.
Let's start catching some fish.
Do you want to use this fish bait then?
Oh no, you could use it. I'll just do it normally. It's also raining, snowing, so that works.
Technically counts as raining, so you can catch a coelacanth if
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah, I was gonna say you probably get some really rare coelacanth. Oh, I don't remember this mushroom at the top right of your island. I don't remember this mushroom.
Yeah, I think someone sent that to me in the mail. It might have been Blake.
No, I mean I assume that's a mushroom deal. I don't know that one. It's got some cuts in it. It's got a
Frick.
the piranha plant shell.
Yeah, I have a bunch of random hodgepodge items on the corners of my islands, as you can tell.
I like it amongst the trees here. It's like, oh, what's that?
I believe that is a DIY. It might be called Mushroom Partition, and if I have the items for it, I can craft you one.
Well, partition. I know what that is. It's it's kind of like a wall of mushrooms, but
Oh,
it doesn't look like it.
maybe mushroom. It's not a cushion. You can't sit on it, so I'm not certain then.
Oh, I have a.
I thought it technically
I have
counted as a
one on,
wall,
like-
but whatever. I need to go look at it again.
All right.
All right.
I have one on my garbage beat. So I just kind of know what that one looks like.
Okay. I made you your shovel, by the way. I'll come drop that off for you in a moment.
Oh, okay.
Mm,
Near the water cooler, I'm just looking for more fish. Going south.
all right, I will meet you over there.
I'm surprised how much I've changed my island. Even gone back and changed things I thought I liked.
I mean, your tastes will change over time. That only makes sense.
Right. I remember some people, especially early on, playing Animal Crossing, or before it even came out, they had like their whole island mapped out. Like, this is what it's going to look like. So we're going to put all the villagers. And I wonder how many actually stuck to it, because it's not quite what we thought it would be, I think, by the time it actually came out.
That's probably true. By the way, your shovel is over by the water cooler. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I feel bad for people that plan out their islands ahead of time. Because I fear that there might be an update where you can add another shop or something to this game. And then it seems like, well,
Right,
frick, I gotta
and-
move everything now.
I mean, well, all right, everybody said, like, my island's finished. Then they added bushes. Well, my island is not finished. I mean, that was pretty early on to have bushes. It's like, oh, yay, yeah, that works.
And Charles told me that if they re-add, what's his name, Brewster, that they would just add him to the museum, probably. So I said, oh, okay, that
Oh.
makes sense. But,
I mean, it does make sense.
big old fish.
Yeah, but that new leaf, you got to pick where his shop was. So I kind of thought maybe that's what they'd still do. Got a sturgeon.
I'm about to catch a big old fish.
Yeah, that was at the mouth of the river down here.
And this is just a sea bass. Doggone it. Oh,
That's just...
that's okay. Yeah, so it's up top, up there.
No. Oh, man, there's 3 here.
Pietro, hi!
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, I'll go through this set of fish bait, and then I can take a deep sea diving break.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to join me. You can join me. Up to you. If you need money, deep
I'm
sea
trying to do
diving is
fishing to see if I get one myself here.
for sure. Deep sea diving is just an easy way to farm bells because your tools can't break while you go deep sea diving. And they're usually worth a lot.
Just based on how much room you have.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright. Yeah. Oh, well. I'm trying to think of what else I've been doing as of late. It's kind of hard to keep doing things during the pandemic, but I'm trying what I can.
No, right. It's doing what we can.
Mm-hmm. Can't really go anywhere. I want to. I've been trying to think of different things I'll do once the pandemic's over. I wanted to go to this mini golf course in New Jersey and get...
Like I said, I want to go to the zoo.
Oh, you know, I might go to the zoo. I feel like you can still do that during the pandemic, though. No? Because that's mostly outside? Am I wrong about that?
I think that might have been like an early on thing, but I don't know. I'm trying to think if the Denver Zoo's even open.
Because I figure the people that work at zoos still have to take care of the animals, right? So,
Yeah, so they, I mean,
so they
yeah,
may as well be
like,
open? Like, I don't know.
right. Let's grab some more. Let's have more room, and then we'll go deep sea diving.
Okie dokie. Hoppa. Here, I'm
curious.
gonna make one bag of fish bait with you. Cause I got one manila clam.
Oh, yeah, I had 5. Like let's just make them into one spot in my inventory.
There we are. Alright, let me sell some stuff real quick. I'm just gonna use the drop-off box.
Is there some clothes you tend to gravitate to always use?
I just kind of wear whatever my villagers give me. In the past, I did wear a fair share of green stuff.
I've done that too. Well, like I don't know. I find myself wearing the bandage on my face because it's like made sense with all the bees.
That's funny.
And it was spring and summer. It's like I'm just scuffing up my knees and all that.
Oh, that's fun.
And then the butterfly shades I found myself really enjoying, and that was more of a summer thing. I kind of eventually just stopped wearing. I was like, yeah, it's kind of cold out. I don't wear that.
No, my current attire, I mean this big old green thing I'm wearing on my head, one of my villagers gave me that. I had a green wetsuit, and I accidentally sold it, so I just bought the next wetsuit that was available, which is this red and white striped one. And then
yeah, when you,
most other clothes I wear are just...
fishy.
Most other things I wear are just stuff that my villagers give me.
All right.
So, I don't know. Alright, I'm ready to go deep sea diving if you're ready.
I'm ready.
Let me see how my quotas are looking so far. So, for the fish, I need to catch... Did I miscount this? Oh, I'm halfway. I have to catch 25 more fish.
A
All right.
lot.
And then for the bugs... Oh, I'm not doing so hot on these quotas. I have to get 29 more bugs. But the deep sea diving, I haven't done yet. I only have to get 20 deep sea creatures. So I'm ready. Here we go. I'll catch this fish real quickly, because it's right here. And then...
Oh, there's a fish.
and then I will jump into the water.
I'll go there around it.
Okay. Come here, fishy. There it is. Okay. There we are. I just felt like I caught so many more fish, but I guess not. Alright, which way are you deep sea diving so I can try to avoid you?
Oh, I'm going north from where we were.
Okie dokie. I'll take the south side then.
I don't know anything new I can pick up right now. I don't think so.
At the moment, there shouldn't be anything new unless you missed something.
Because the stuff I think we're missing is stuff that like happens in March or April. Is because when they actually introduced the diving, it's like, oh sure, I just missed all this stuff I couldn't get.
Right. Yeah. So in theory, we should all be in the same boat.
Right.
I got a vampire
like
squid
me.
when we went to Abby's Island like 20 days ago.
Oh.
But I am hoping that the 2 deep sea creatures I'm missing are available in March. So if they're not, well, I'll just have an incomplete Critterpedia for the rest of my life.
There's some.
Now here is a deep sea creature.
There was a mechanic in New Leaf where if you stayed out in the sun a while, you actually get a tan. I don't know if that's in this game.
It's probably not because you can change your skin color at any time, right?
That's true. I didn't. Oh yeah. Like, oh yeah, we had that option.
You can change your skin color, your gender, your eye color, and well, your overall appearance at any time.
Yeah.
Hair color.
I have a friend who just loves purple, and now that's all they wear.
Although I secretly wish that you could make your face into a me face again. But
Yeah.
they're not going to bring that back. Especially now, where me's are kind of... I don't want to say fading into obscurity, but they're not as prominent as they were back on the Wii and Wii U, because the Wii branding is basically retired.
Yeah. I wasn't sure how they were going to do. I mean, the original started on the GameCube for us, and I was so used to playing on a 3DS, especially with a stylus. I mean, it's pretty easy to do a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
I just wasn't sure how they were going to do it on the Switch. And it works just fine.
I guess it's the same thing like with Pokemon, right? Because it started on a single screen, no touchscreen system, and then they did Gens 4, 5, 6, and 7 on dual screen systems with the DS and 3DS. And so a lot of people were saying, "Oh man, how are they going to do a Pokemon game on a console?" And I was just like,
I mean,
the same way they did the original generations.
Still on one screen, but yeah, the other screen is just convenient.
If anything, it's more fun when it was the opposite with like Smash Brothers. Was how are they going to do Smash Brothers on a handheld? But...
that's probably the Smash I played the least. I got in the 3DS. Like, yeah, I did, but it was.
That's okay.
That
might be.
That's all right. Yeah.
That might be the game that most people played the least. One, because it came out just before the Wii U version, and two, Ultimate came out very shortly after the Wii U version. All things considered.
Because Ultimate wasn't too far off.
Because between Brawl and Smash 4, that was 6 years. So, I'm just saying. And even then, Brawl came out at the beginning of 2008, and Smash 3DS and Wii U came out toward the end of 2014. So it may as well have been 6.5 years, 7 years. But, and then between Melee and Brawl was 7 years. So, I get it. Smash 3DS held a lot of people over until Smash Wii U, even though it technically sold better than Smash Wii U. But I enjoy looking back at Smash 3DS footage, and I'm like, man, they made a real solid game, though. Like, this definitely has a lot of charm to it. Like, this looks and plays well. I like it.
Yeah. I know I played a lot of it, but probably the least, though.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame, huh? But I'm glad they didn't treat it like, well, everyone's just going to get the Wii U version, so let's undermine the 3DS version. It's like, no, the 3DS version is definitely its own game. There's definitely a lot of stuff to do in it. But it's obvious that the Wii U version is going to have more stuff in it. But yeah, I get it.
Just the capabilities and all that.
I'm trying to think what else. Because, like, they never really made a true Pikmin game for 3DS, even though we all said it could work, and Nintendo kept saying, nah, it doesn't really work. And we kept saying, what do you mean? What do you mean it doesn't work?
I guess I have a Mario question to ask you.
What's up, sir?
Do you like Paper Mario?
Aha! I love Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door.
I've heard that's the one I always hear about. I was talking to some friends lately. They talk about the one in the 60. Was it 64?
Yeah.
The original Paper Mario.
Yeah.
How good that one is too. And I was just like, really?
Yeah. So my history with Paper Mario.
I was wondering which one you like more.
So I mean, Thousand Year Door is my favorite, but my history with Paper Mario is, I guess, to tie back into the previous conversation real quickly. That's a good point. Paper Mario is the opposite problem, where it was always a console game, and then they made a handheld version with the 3DS. Although that was different. That changed Paper Mario forever in different ways, and we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah, so I am one of those classic Paper Mario fans, because in case you don't know, Pikanjo, starting with... Well, okay. So Paper Mario started on the Nintendo 64, And it was a pretty traditional RPG, all things considered. You did turn-based battles, you explored a big world, you had partners that you could basically leveled up. You leveled up yourself and got more health, and you got stronger and all that. And you could equip different items that would make you stronger or weaker in different areas. You know, a bunch of RPG tropes were present in Paper Mario. And it was also set up in this way that it told one cohesive story, but it was split up into different ways that still fit with the theming of a Mario game. So in Paper Mario, the game is told in chapters. And in short, it's pretty, I think it's pretty safe to say that each chapter in Paper Mario is its own story. It's its own cohesive story, but it all builds up to one bigger story. Like it's, if each Paper Mario chapter was like its own MCU movie. Okay. And then the end is like Avengers. So chapter and each chapter is also kind of like its own world. Each one takes place in its own location. So for the sake of Paper Mario 64, if I have this right, the first chapter takes place primarily in a castle, and then the second chapter takes place primarily in a desert, and then the third chapter takes place primarily in a toy box, and I kind of forget the rest of the chapters from there. You know, like one chapter's in an ice world, one chapter is on Yoshi's Island, one chapter, you know, so on and so forth. And Thousand Year Door is similar. One chapter takes place in grasslands, and then also primarily a castle. The second chapter is... What is the second chapter in Thousand Year Door? I should remember this. It's one of my favorite games. You get... Why can I not remember? Where do you go for chapter 2? Oh, the Great Boggly Tree. Yeah, so it's in a forest. Chapter 3 is Glitzville. You're in like this... It's like a wrestling tournament. It's kind of hype. Chapter 4 is Twilight Town. So everything takes place at Twilight. Chapter 5 is Keelhaulkey. So another island. Chapter 6 takes place pretty much exclusively on a train. Chapter 7 takes place between a snow world and the moon, of all places. And then Chapter 8's the final chapter, and that takes place inside the Thousand Year Door. So, yeah, that's how the first two Paper Mario games were set up. Then they made Super Paper Mario, which was kind of a spin-off. Like, it still had Paper Mario RPG tropes, but it was primarily a platformer. And I don't own it, and at the time, it kind of received mixed reviews, but now people go back and look on it more fondly, because after that, Paper Mario changed forever. Paper Mario Sticker Star, at the time, when it was first announced just as Paper Mario 3DS, we Paper Mario fans thought it would be a return to form, that it would just have RPG gameplay elements. But what they did instead was they removed the level-up system. While there were technically chapters, they weren't really telling their own cohesive stories, and in fact, it was a game that focused it was kind of like a blend of getting to the end of certain levels, but also there were battles. So like imagine playing something like Super Mario 3D World, because that's how the levels were presented, but there were puzzle elements and you needed to have the right item to get to the end of the level. But if you touched a Goomba, you went into an RPG battle. But after the battle, you don't get experience points. You just get coins that you can use to buy more items. So you were kind of encouraged not to fight other enemies. And if you didn't have the item you needed to solve a puzzle on a level, then you just couldn't beat it. And you had to leave. And it's to me, a rather poorly structured game. And it's... Maybe it could have been its own thing, but it's definitely not like the Paper Mario games that came before it. But it used the name Paper Mario because it carries the paper aesthetic. And then every Paper Mario game since then has been like that. They've all kind of been more like Sticker Star than they have been like Thousand Year Door or the original. So there's this divide in the community as a result.
It's been a while since I think the last one I saw was an older Arlo video that talked about it, and it was because I'd never played a Paper Mario. I didn't know what was so upsetting about it, and having now heard that explanation, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I get it.
Arlo has reviewed the new Paper Mario games and has received a lot of backlash for it. He did basically an hour-long, 2-hour-long review of the new game that came out, Origami King. And, I mean, long story short, he does not like it. But he'll give credit where credit is due and say this is a cool idea, but there are fundamental problems with the game that I agree with that are even more present in Sticker Star. But there are fundamental problems with the game that just don't lend itself to being very enjoyable to me. And that's why I have no interest in picking up Origami King.
Oh, okay.
Sticker Star just kind of burns
I
me
didn't know
too much.
if it was a better Paper Mario game or not. Oh, yeah.
I guess it's better than Sticker Star. I think Sticker Star actually does have a lot of bad game design, I'm sorry to say. Whereas Origami King, I don't think has bad game design, just fundamental problems that don't lead to fun for me. Also, hello, Pikanjo. Alright, I need to see if I've caught enough deep sea creatures today. I need to get...
All right, yeah.
Oh, I have the exact amount I need, so my deep sea diving quota is done. So now I shall try to fulfill the fishing quota, and then I don't know if I'm going to be able to fulfill the bug catching quota today, because bugs aren't spawning, so...
Yeah, I'm not seeing much.
But I've got 13 bags of fish bait left. I have to get 23 fish left, so I'll just need to find 10 more fish after the fact, and we'll be all set.
Cool.
Well, thank you for your assistance, Pikanjo. I'm sorry I couldn't do more for you other than craft that Capricorn item.
It's alright. We'll just figure something out later, I guess. I'll have to see how festive all works.
Yeah, are there any items you're going to
I wonder
need?
if it's going to be just that day, just because I'm thinking back to Bunny Day stuff where it was... I don't know if that was 2 weeks or something. I know it was too long for everybody. But it was different eggs gave you the different items. I wonder, and it's feathers for festival. I don't know if it's only that day.
I get the vibe that it is only that day, and it's like...
Yeah.
It's like Christmas where you have to do missions, or Thanksgiving, I guess, where you have to do missions specific to that.
Oh, yeah. That was an interesting way to do Thanksgiving. I did like the cooking aspect with whatever the name of the turkey is. I forget.
Francis?
I want to say Wendell, but I don't think that's right. Wendell's like the walrus or something.
Is it Francis? I don't know.
Oh boy.
It's okay.
Tall Home Turkey Island.
I should remember, but I don't.
I think I would know.
Did he have a French sounding name because he was a chef?
It almost makes sense. It was kind of, yeah, I really like the dishes that you made. It was kind of fun, and then you make it even better.
Yeah, it was neat. Glad I was able to record it. That's actually the one day in the series, Pikanjo, that numerically ends on a 1 for my series, like how today is day 311. That was day 261 or something like that, and it wasn't a multiplayer day. But what I did instead was every other day surrounding it was a multiplayer day.
Yeah, I think I remember you doing a bunch that week.
Yeah, that was multiplayer week. I just said, well, it's Thanksgiving. I mean, more people are going to be unavailable on Thanksgiving than on Valentine's Day, because Thanksgiving is a family holiday versus Valentine's Day, that's a significant other holiday. And for the most part, you could just celebrate Valentine's Day in the evening, because you just have a nice dinner with your romantic other. Thanksgiving, it's like, well, because it's a family day, you probably spend the entire day with your family driving over or whatever.
Right. Which, if that's the case, you're probably not exactly playing a lot. And I know in the past, at least on New Leaf, for that reason, I didn't really do a lot, if any of it, till maybe the evening. But there was a time thing for it.
For sure. I mean,
I forget how late it went.
Maybe people were still playing Animal Crossing because there's always that downtime between the Thanksgiving meal being ready. So you just like, all right, I'm gonna take out my Nintendo Switch and play this before we socialize with each other. But in terms of
Franklin was his name.
Franklin. All right.
Wow, I'm surprised. Yeah.
So like, I imagine a lot of people played Animal Crossing that day, but getting a multiplayer session set up, it's just not easy these days, and it just becomes harder and harder. So Pikanjo, thank you for your availability today.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. I always try to.
Well, I appreciate it. And for the record, I don't want you to feel like you're sloppy seconds, because you're not. I like having you along, but I do want it to be clear that to my audience, like, you know, I'm trying to get 1 or 2 other people to get onto the series, but it's difficult. And in the cases where those 1 or 2 other people would come onto the series, Pikanjo would still come on later, right? I'm just trying to have more diversity in the series. But if someone's not available, then they're not available. Oh, frick, I caught an orange.
I think it's like 2 1 week with you, and I was like, yeah, that's a bit, but...
Yeah. So it is what it is.
See, I got a bunch of bait. Let me just craft this really quick.
Well, thank you.
I'm about to make 8 more bait.
That'll be perfect.
Just gotta mash it over and over again.
Yep, I get that.
Reminds me of my Banjo Tooie days where you would, from the boss, they talk about most of that movement. One is like Canary Mary, where you really had to mash A to beat it. I never really had a problem, but I remember I would mash crazily to do it.
You ever play an old school Grand Theft Auto game?
I've actually never played a Grand Theft Auto game.
That's okay. Back in the day, in order to run, you had to mash the A button instead of hold it down.
Oh,
With
okay.
with Grand Theft Auto 5, they've changed that. But before, it's like, yeah, you wanna get away from the police, you better mash that button.
Yeah, the mash. Well, when I was just A, that's it.
Yeah, now you just hold down B or whatever game system you're playing.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like traditional running now. But it was that way up until Grand Theft Auto 5, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, whoops, that's the wrong thing. I'm like, where's my... Doy, I have a crafting station over here. That's why I even put it over here. I can't...
I went to the vanity.
Yeah, I went to the vanity station. I was like, oh, you're using the other one. Okay, I'll just use this one down here. That's not a crafting station.
That one, yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just drop it near you, though.
Thank you. Yeah, I broke my fishing rod again.
I'm just surprised I'm finding so many.
I like having extra DIY stations. I'd rather have too many than too few.
Yeah.
For the record, that might be the last of the fish bait you need to make me, so you don't need to make me any more.
All right. I'm just looking now.
I mean,
no reason.
anything extra, obviously, I'll take it, but otherwise, you can hang on to it if you want it. Because this will get me to my quota for the day.
Say, look at.
Cool. Alrighty.
It's a sea bass.
That tends to happen. But
That happens enough.
But it's an easy to catch fish, so I shouldn't complain. Helps me with my quotas. Here we are.
Mm-hmm. I just haven't gotten that 100 in a row. I tend to mess up around 50. You know.
I am forever happy that I am done with that achievement.
Yeah, I need to do what I need.
Oh, do you need assistance doing that
around
achievement?
and do it.
Maybe I can do the same thing Charles did for me, where one day I go to your island, I spend the day making fish bait for you, and you just fish in one spot, and I just keep dropping the fish bait off until you get it.
Maybe.
That's what Charles and I did. Or maybe we just go to Charles's island, because his island just has a bunch of fish bait from that time. But Charles hasn't played for a couple days, because he's trying to get the messy bedhead.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a thing. You had to, like, not play for a month, and you get a wig for it or something?
Yeah, I think you get to keep it.
Or it's a hairstyle? I don't know.
He's also just been busy. He's trying to work on his animation, and I already drag him away from that to record other multiplayer videos with me, so it's a hard ask to be like, hey, can you spend 2 hours in Animal Crossing with me too so I can benefit from fishing?
I did buy Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury too. I haven't played it yet, though.
Did you play the original 3D World?
Nope, never have.
That's like one of my favorite all-time games. I genuinely love 3D World. Like in the same vein that people love Galaxy and Sunshine and Odyssey, yeah. I love 3D World, even though it's a completely different style of game.
Galaxy's just fun.
So when they brought 3D World over to the Switch, I was like, finally! Jesus, you want to talk about a game that was so obvious to come to the Switch, but they spent the longest... Yeah, like they brought Pikmin 3 over before they brought over 3D World. And so it's just like, finally, Jesus! Oh!
Finally.
We all knew it was going to happen, we just didn't know it was going to take 4 years. Frick. It's very fun, and I am very glad they added it. So I am down to play it with you if you want to play it, but I am already recording a co-op walkthrough for my channel with other people. But if you want me to play it with you on your save file, if you need assistance, I can do that.
Oh, maybe. A friend of mine who isn't going to play it till like March, because they're doing Pokemon stuff this month, being Pokemon month. Was going to do like all the way through multiplayer. Like, well, why don't I just do it blind? That sounds like fun. I don't know what's going on. All I really see online is the backstabbing, I guess, that goes with playing the game.
Well, if you are playing it
If I-
blind and genuinely blind, like you haven't seen anything about the game, you're in for a real treat. I remember
Oh,
that's all good. I gotta sell some fish anyway, so I'll
just
be right
like,
back. But
did I scare it off?
you might have. Like I don't know if I pressed A too quickly or what, but it just disappeared. But as it was coming toward my lure, but it's okay. I gotta clear out my inventory. But if you are playing 3D World genuinely blind, you're in for a treat. The first time I played it, there were so many moments that just put a smile on my face. Some of those levels are just so creative.
I did play. It wasn't 3D World. I'm trying to think what it was now.
3D Land?
That's probably 3D Land. It wasn't a 3DS.
Then it was probably 3D Land.
I try to remember, like, there was another 3D name game, and I can't remember what it was. I guess it was that one.
Yeah, those are the only two. But 3D Land is exclusively single player.
I'm not sure we are. We in an hour? It seems like
We are past the hour mark. I should have specified that. We
It is like-
are at an hour and roughly 11 minutes. But I'm just finishing the
wow.
fishing quota and we'll be done. Yeah, sorry.
I wasn't sure. It was like, doesn't seem too long.
I'm just using up the last of the fish bait you got me, and then I got to see if I hit my fishing quota. If I have, then I'd say we'll be all set for the day.
Nice.
Here we are. Okay, let me look at my quotas. So deep sea diving is done. Fishing is done. Bugs will probably not be done. I would like to catch one more bug before today comes to a close, so I can at least end on an even number, and then we'll be all set. So if you see wharf roaches or a hermit crab or a damselfly or a butterfly or a beetle,
Wharf roaches. Did anything beat by the flowers?
wharf roaches would be on the rocks.
Oh, I mean, would there be anything on the flowers? I mean,
Oh,
it's also snowing, so probably that's why we're not seeing much.
butterflies spawn by the flowers. I guess we'll see in a moment.
Surprisingly, I have seen some butterflies. I'm like, wow, it's kind of jarring to see them here in the winter.
It is weird. Although because it is not evening yet, we are more prone to see a butterfly. They kind of start disappearing at night.
Just probably seeing one like at 6 or 7.
Let's get one more bug.
Just want to walk around, see if I see a bug somewhere.
There's nothing in my flower garden. Although
I'm like, I'm not
I
scared.
kind of have like a new flower garden forming in the top right by my villagers' houses.
A new flower garden. Oh,
Yeah. Let's go back over here. There's just a bunch of flowers here now. So a butterfly could and sometimes has spawned over here. I don't know what our luck is going to look like today. Oh, there is one. What do you know? Alright, I'm all set then. So I did not fulfill my complete bug catching quota today, but you know, it's fine. I'm ahead
you
on the
got
bugs.
others, huh?
I have to get like 18 more bugs. It's probably not going to happen today. So I'm set. I'm good. I'm ready to end today's video if you're ready, Pikanjo, unless there's... Oh, you didn't take your shovel, sir.
Oh, whoops. I forgot my shovel. I'm running to the shovel.
Okie dokie. It's over by the water
But
cooler.
not running through your flowers.
Yeah, that's fine. Do what you gotta do.
Oh. It's like I'm not fighting a rail.
There you are. Right here.
Oh, there it is. That's right, water cooler. Yoink. Thank you.
You are welcome. Otherwise, I guess that's it, unless you need anything else.
No, I'm good.
Well, alright. Thanks for keeping me company. Thank you for making me a bunch of bags of fish bait. Thank you for helping me fish and deep sea dive and all that good stuff. And, I mean, yeah, thanks for just keeping me company on Valentine's Day.
No problem.
Alright, well, I'm gonna get ready to kick you off the island. And I'm gonna go... Oh, wait, there's one more bug for good luck! Wait!
Oh, wow, right there.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
Alrighty, so for now, that wraps up today's video of Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos, and please be sure to show Pikanjo your support. Any last words before I end the video?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, there, yeah.
All right. Bye-bye, humans. Whoosh. Hey, thank you for watching my video. If you want to continue to support my content, the best thing you can do is like this video and subscribe to my channel. All you have to do is click the little buttons down below. Also, please be sure to follow me on Twitter to stay up to date with my video schedule. My tag is @RealYoshiller. I hope to see you all in future videos. Bye-bye. Woo!